Hello, and welcome to another update video on Bitcoin. Here on the BTC chart, I can now identify a possible micro 5-wave move up, which means we could be already in a breakout. We just don't see it yet, okay? So why do I say we don't see it yet? Well, because the move up looks a bit overlapping and choppy, but it might actually be a leading diagonal. I checked it out just now when I started to work on the video. Look at the nanostructures, and yeah, I can make a case for 5 waves up from the low. We're holding in this price channel that I communicated earlier today anyway. So that was the idea. You know, we're in an uptrend here locally as long as we hold in the channel. But what we are watching for, obviously, is any signal that the next rally to the upside has begun, not just a corrective bounce. And that is obviously needed to support the bullish case, right? So the primary count is still we go higher. Hold on. The primary count is still we go higher to possibly 126K next, because that's the next FIB area up here, right? So what we need as first signal that this is actually happening is a 5-wave move up. Now, careful, if we get 5 waves up, it might mean we see some kind of a pullback, but only I would need a drop out of the channel to confirm that. For now, all I can say is, hey, we have a more potential micro 5-wave move up. Like this. It's a leading diagonal because this is a 3-wave move up in wave 3, and this could be 4 and 5. And maybe we're starting, I mean, again, this 5th might even extend a bit. I don't want to call it complete, but I've added already the support area to the chart that now needs to hold in case we get a pullback. And at the moment, there is no real pullback. There's just a bit of consolidation here, but overall, we're still in this uptrend. But if we get a pullback, then there is a support area we can watch and track. And this is between $116,595 and $118,219. So this would be the support area that needs to hold, and that keeps the overall uptrend alive. So what is important to understand is that diagonals are obviously no impulses, so they might morph, they might change, and I don't see, as I said, I don't see any evidence that the wave 2 pullback has really begun. But it would need to be an ABC structure like this, yeah. So I think for now we need to be ready for potentially a little bit further upside here, yeah. That's what we'd like to see. We need to be prepared for that because there is no evidence that this pullback has started. The main purpose is to understand what is currently the main support area. And I mean, there is some short-term support where we have the lower boundary line of the channel. Yeah, this lower boundary line, it's an uptrend. It's an ascending trend line. And as long as we're holding that one, I mean, this local trend that started kind of yesterday, yeah, remains intact. It's a little slow, but that is exactly what diagonals sometimes are. And I think it's just important to recognize that there is a potential. This is 5 waves. We are still below resistance. So as long as we stay below resistance, this move itself is not large enough to really confirm we are in the next move up, but it's a good start, okay? I would say that in itself shifts probabilities already further into the we go higher scenario or territory, right? Remember that I shared with you here a support area between 115K and 116.8K. And as long as we're holding that, we're watching for higher. What isn't clear, still not fully clear, is do we maybe form a broader wave 4 before we go higher? Or do we go higher more directly? And I mean, honestly, I think most of us want it to go higher directly. There's no need for a broader correction, really, because those who wanted to enter in the box had the opportunity. If there is another pullback, chances are everybody gets scared again. Okay, but yeah, I just want to highlight, look, we've got 5 waves up. There is a micro support area, and as long as Bitcoin is now holding 116,600, the focus could be on higher prices. The lower boundary line here is first support. If we break below it, there is your Fibonacci support area. So throughout the evening, I will continue to adjust micro support should the price grind higher more directly. Then this support area will need to be adjusted because it is measured based on the length of the 5-wave move. Okay. And the next resistance levels to watch for are 120,336, 121,588, and 122,347. So yeah, basically this would be how the next larger 5-wave move could look like, which could send us higher in circle wave 5 of the larger third wave. Yeah? Remember, the yellow scenario is only an alternative in case we break support, but support is holding. So this would be the roadmap to 126K plus. That's the update on Bitcoin. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, I invite you to join us on X. I've linked the X profile, X channel in our video description. Check it out if you're interested. There are additional updates sent out throughout the day, some mindset stuff. Definitely not as many updates as in our gold membership, but you'll find some other ones in addition to the ones that we cover on YouTube. So thanks so much. See you over there. Bye-bye.